I didn't know anything about art. I was just a country boy. My father was dead, and my mother was a widow, and there wasn't any super culture around our house. She was a washerwoman, and we were terribly poor. I don't know why in 1946, when I was designing neon signs in Billings here, why really I decided I wanted to go to art school. I don't remember. I don't remember. I was still, 25 years old. I was still searching. I was still searching for something. Maybe I just went back there to find out what in the hell was going on. Well, I did. I didn't learn anything from the teachers. I learned something by the ambiance of the other students and the fact that there was a museum there and I could look at paintings. And then sort of by accident I went to Paris. We wanted to go back and see our family, so I said, well, this is a good excuse to go back into art school at the same time as the GI Bill was on. And so we went back to Paris for a year. These are drawings of models from Paris. And it actually is, I think, a very good education to draw and draw and draw and draw. But what I finally found out, what I was searching for, was the basic fundamentals of drawing and the basic fundamentals of design and composition. That's all there is to art. I decided that Montana was the last best place. So I came back to the farm. I sat here all through the winter of 49 and 50 and all through the winter of 50 and 51, and I looked out the window and I just thought. And finally some of it came to me, what art was all about. I saw this Jackson Pollock, and looking out the window, all of a sudden it dawned on me that nature can be more and is more than just the panorama. That we are interested in the ground we walk on, and we are very interested in patterns. So I said to myself, why can't one compose patterns instead of having just the repeat design, which is just interesting? Why can't one compose that? So that's, for the next 4 years, that's what I tried to do. I'm not painting a little flower that comes through or a blade of grass that comes through or so forth. I just tried to paint the energy of spring coming out of the earth. I have a tape of now of Picasso. I learned that there are lots of paintings underneath. He painted over and over and over and over again to finally to come to it. We always assume that a painter had this great notion, and all he did is go over there and copy it down on canvas, which is wrong. He had to find it like the rest of us. I didn't know that when I was a student, that one had to find it. One had to search and search and search. And in one of Picasso's paintings, he changed the head on one of his nudes 20 times. You see, it's strange about blank faces. Yeah, one understands that who they are, how old they are, and so forth. Without the features, isn't that strange? Because most of the time we don't see the features. You can recognize me from 200 yards away if I was way down here in the field. Just by maybe how I cock my head or something. My only season is January and February. I never paint except when I'm in France or in Arkansas, do I ever paint in the summertime. I got in the habit of doing that because I was a rancher, and one didn't have time in the spring and the summer and the fall to do anything, but one got released in January. Here are some landscapes. This is the first time I started doing the panorama again. But I don't see any difference between the panoramic of what is on the ground, and I still find myself interested in patterns. One has to be influenced by what is around him. And what is around me, very rugged Montana is around me. So my paintings are very, very rugged. They aren't dainty. I never paint a blue sky, and I finally figured out why I never paint a blue sky. It's not that I dislike blue. It's the fact I was a Depression kid and drought in the 30s, and all we saw was blue sky and grasshoppers, and it's not very poetic for me. All of my landscape, I've never included any suggestion that a human being had ever been there. There are no fence posts, no buildings, no nothing. It's just the wilds of nature, no architecture. I insist on that. But I had to do a little painting of going into measuring. It's in the doing, not in the done. It's very important that an artist does it. One has to get something out of his system. One has to make an experiment, and one has to take on a challenge and see if one can conquer that challenge. When one paints a picture, one discovers the painting. One doesn't create a damn thing. One discovers it, and you have to have an impetus. That is a little discovery, and then you start, and something happens. I didn't put myself on the pedestal. I'm a sheep herder, I'm a sign painter, and every once in a while I paint a picture.